Hello, everyone. Welcome to my Sunday Stock Watch. It is May 11th, so this is going to be for the week of May 12th. So let's get into it. First, starting off with economic data for this coming week. Monday, pretty much no news Monday. We just have a Fed speaker, not too important. Tuesday, we are going to be having CPI at 8:30 a.m. bright and early, an hour before market open. So that is going to be awesome. We have CPI this week. Amazing. Wednesday, we're going to have a couple Fed speakers. Again, nothing, that will affect us too much. Just have to be semi cautious of it. And then Thursday, we have initial jobless claims. And then we have PPI. Interesting that CPI is Tuesday. PPI is Thursday. Okay. Interesting. That's usually not how it goes, but okay. So PPI will be Thursday. And then it looks like we have Powell speaking at 8:40 a.m. So about an hour before the market opens. And so yeah, for Thursday, pretty important day. Just make sure to remember PPI hour before market open with Powell speaking an hour before market open. Friday, import price index, housing starts, building permits, consumer sentiment. The most important will be consumer sentiment, and then everything else is semi important. So, this next week, Tuesday and Thursday will be our biggest days for news. Make sure you are watching for that. So, if you guys have seen the markets, we are currently, you know, back to where we once were before. So, overnight markets have opened. Qs is sitting around 496. So for this coming week, what I do expect is to see a retracement of some sort back into 490. And then we continue higher from there. So potentially maybe during CPI, we get, some downside. We see into back into 490, and then we break and continue higher into 500, maybe even 505 on Qs. But going into tomorrow, I am interested to see if we can break above 500. With CPI being on Tuesday, I don't know how much movement we're really going to get tomorrow. Investors might be waiting for this data, inflation data, to be coming out. So that's what I'm expecting. If CPI is really bad and we kind of just cannot break above 500 going into tomorrow, I think we could easily see back into 585 on QQQ. Next thing, SPY, same sort of thing. So currently we're trading at 571. So if we, can get back above 575 in going into tomorrow, and then, but again, with CPI on Tuesday, I really don't think that is super likely unless CPI takes us higher, and then we can continue into 475, 476, all the way 575, 576, all the way into maybe 580 area on SPY. Into tomorrow, if we do get some downside this next week with CPI, we could see back below 570, reaching all the way into the 560, even to 559 area. Tesla currently sitting at almost 315. So overnight we're sitting at 312.50. So overnight we're very nicely holding up 300, which we haven't been able to hold up 300 since back in February. So if we can continue this, I definitely would like to see Tesla trading at around 320 to 325 this next week. If CPI tanks us, brings us down, we can easily see back into 300. And if we break below again, we'll be in the 290 area on Tesla. Nvidia, which is currently trading and sitting at let's see, 119.84. So if this is a pretty crucial area, it is pretty much marked as resistance on my chart, but I would say if we can get back above like 120, we could see into 125 this next week. If we are more bearish, we could see back into that 115 to 112 range on Nvidia. Next thing is coin. We'll go over coin. So I think coin's going to open pretty high tomorrow. Oh, actually we're sitting at 205.06, so this could be a good play for us. But Bitcoin is currently trading at 104. If we could see, continue this, see into 105 maybe. I would like to see coin back above 209, reaching into 215 to 220 range. If Bitcoin, ends up getting some downside. We could easily see coin back below 200 into 196 area. Apple, I'm not going to take a look at. Meta, I'll take a look at. So we're currently sitting at 605.10 on Meta, which is pretty nice. We've not been able to hold above like 600 for quite a while or get back above 600. So above here, I would like to see us trading potentially this week back to 630. That is kind of a long reach, but I would like to see it back to 630 area, at least touch over there. If we are more bearish, we could definitely see back below 600 into 590 to almost 585. Again, depending on what we get coming this next week. MSTR, I'll quickly go over. So yeah, we are trading pretty high right now. I think MSTR is currently sitting at 424.40. So we're back above this area. I would like to see us reach into 430 once again, like we saw on Friday, and back above 430 into 435 to 440 as long as Bitcoin holds. If it doesn't, this could be a really good short. MSTR has a lot of potential downside, especially after this gap up that we got. So I would like to see us back into 410 all the way into 390 range on MSTR. Next thing we'll take a look at is snow, and that'll be the last one. So taking a look at snow for this next week, we are currently, if I can find it, let's see. 1 second, everyone. Okay, so overnight we're sitting at 178.57 right now. So if we can continue holding that up, I would like to see back into 180, reaching to 185. Snow doesn't get a huge movement, but that's generally what I'd be expecting. If we are more bearish, we could again, kind of see below here back into back below like 175, reaching below to like 169 to 171 area. If we are more bearish this next week. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. That'll be it for our Sunday stock watch today. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. But yeah, thank you guys.